Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generations Legacy United Voyager class animated Optimus Prime, and we have the first of the first wave of Voyagers for 2024 in the Generations line, Legacy United subline. And I'm pretty excited about it. It is an animated toy. I do love the animated aesthetic. I have a lot of nostalgia for animated, even if it wasn't a show that I grew up with. I just thought it really captured the imagination of Transformers for a couple years. And he turns into a fire truck cab. We don't really have the rest of him that the cartoon would have. That would have been probably a leader or something. He does come with a nice, really nicely painted accessory here. We've got like a fire axe. It's got a spot. If you want to give it a cool flame effect, you absolutely can do that, and I really appreciate that. It also has two 5mm pegs on either side for holding it, and the haft can extend, which I do appreciate. It just looks really, really nice. So he does come with that, and it does have a clear peg here that you can use to attach it to his back. Other than that, I wish we had some more paint on him. A lot of paint went into the black and gray stripe, and that looks really nice, as well as these windows. That looks good. But overall, I think it just feels like he's missing paint apps. Maybe some black over here, or something to faux extend that line. Maybe some black on the back of the cab, some silver on the rim, some lights or something on the back. It just feels a little plain in alt mode. It does roll just fine, and it is, a decent sized Voyager. Here we are next to one of the standard deluxes of Legacy United, so you can see, it's a big toy. In that regard, I do like it. I think maybe I'm just holding it to an unfair standard because I do have my version of the Voyager mold is Toxitron from, TF cons and bot cons past. And when we compare these two, this guy starts to fail to hold up a little bit in terms of just things like, I really like how these are solid wheels with the silver painted rim. These just don't look as nice. It looks a little cheaper. I do think I prefer this fake, the way the feet turn into a fake jack, a fake, what do you call it, a hitch. That kind of looks a little better than them sticking out back here. But the fact that this guy's axe turns into kind of a fake back half of the cab really helps change. If we're looking at the two of them, that is a very different silhouette we're talking about here. And I don't know which one's more accurate to the cartoon. I feel like this one actually might be more accurate, but I just think this one looks better. But that's how they look compared to each other. I also, another thing that I like that may be less accurate, I like the angle of this front end of the cab. I think this is more accurate, but I like it less, if that makes sense. That's how they kind of look. And he does, I think, he does fit in nicely with the Legacy line of animated figures. If we've got Prowl and we got Bumblebee, obviously scale in alt mode is going to be ridiculous here. But there it is. If we have, my other animated figure, there's how the four of them look together. So I think, he fits into that reimagined aesthetic pretty nicely in alt mode. Other than that, I know the original toy had some gimmicks with the squirt gun and stuff. This doesn't do any of that. It just extends out. We can set it off to the side. And let's get to transforming Optimus Prime. First thing is we're going to come in on the legs. We're going to lift up our feet. And then these peg in kind of loosely. We can just kind of pull them. Oh, as soon as I say that, this one's pegged in loosely. Okay, this one was pegged in really nice and tight here. So let's see if we can there we go. Separate that out. Bring the feet down. The feet, the legs at the knees kind of hitch together. We can just separate them. And then we can come in and clip on either side, kind of lock the lower leg to the thigh piece securely. We can come in and close our shin. Clicks nicely. Same thing on this side. With that done, we can bring our feet. You can see they have a double hinge. We're just going to bring that hinge back and collapse, and there we get a solid foot. Same thing on this side. With the legs all done, we can come in at the top, and we are going to, let's raise our camera. We can come in and we can unpeg from the back Oh, actually, first we want to drop this whole section. This has 2 tabs here that are pegged in here. We drop it, and we can rotate it forward, and then we can unpeg from the back the top of the cab. That whole section comes down. The front end also can be brought down, and we can see our robot face and shoulders. We want to bring the shoulders down on both sides. Oh, we'll talk about those connections in a second, but we want to bring the shoulders out and away, which gives us room. Separate out the arm, and with the arm separated, we can flip up this piece, flipping out and releasing a hand. Same thing on this side. Separate the arm, flip up the forearm cover, free our hand, and now we just have to bring down this section of his chest, which I don't know why that piece is struggling so hard, but we can remove it and clip it back in. We bring things down, and we do have spots on his torso. There's a little tab here that we can bring down to clip things securely. Bring it all the way down, and then it clips in on the sides where those wheels are. My section, this part does not want to clip in super well, which is a little unfortunate, but that gives us these 2 tabs in position to accept the 2 slots on the back of this canopy piece. There we go. And then we can bring down our chest, and it'll friction in. It's got 2 slots here that go around these 2 little nubs to get things secure. And I'll say this, the chest is not as secure as I would want it to be, but here is Optimus Prime, and he can hold his big old battle axe. And with him in robot mode, let's go announce the winner for Transformers Animated Bumblebee. All right, it's time to announce the winner of Transformers Generations Legacy United Animated Universe Bumblebee. My God, they need to get these names shorter. Here on the left are all the comments for the video. If you just left a comment, I love it, and I gave it a thumbs up. If you left a comment and wanted to enter the giveaway and answer the question of the day, then you got a heart. That's how I keep track of all the entries. So everything on the left was all the comments on the video. I appreciated all the insight. It's making me go back and rewatch Animated again, which I'm having a lot of fun doing. On the right-hand side, we have 31 entries for the giveaway, and let's see who our winner is. Ran between 1 and 31. Our winner is number 31. Transformers fan ZX80W. Congratulations. And yeah, Starscream, the Dinobots, Shockwave, definitely characters that got iconic renditions in Animated. The Dinobots in particular are characters that, like, I prefer the animated versions in Origin, where they're like human creations that got given life. I really had a lot of fun with them. So congratulations, Transformers fan. Reach out to me. We'll get Animated Bumblebee boxed up and sent your way sometime next week. Congrats again, and let's get back to the review. Congratulations to the winner one more time for Legacy United Animated Bumblebee, but let's get to Optimus Prime here. And we do have a big Voyager. I like his overall silhouette and design. I like that head a lot. I think the eyes being picked out in light blue paint, slightly different from his face, looks really nice. I feel like his blue coloring in general is maybe a little muted, but maybe that is more accurate to the animated design than I remember. He does have good articulation in the head. There's plenty of wiggle here. He does have a very stiff waist joint, but it works. His arms are a little weird. They get caught, and I think it's not that there's anything to get caught on the outside of the part. It is inside the joint. It feels like these mushroom pegs, this double mushroom peg system, it's like out of sync with each other, so I just feel it catch like there. And maybe it's something that could be like you pop out the mushroom peg and you sand it down and that helps. You know, it's just a minor annoyance. It's not a huge deal. He does have nice bicep, curl due to his double joint due to transformation. There's a ball joint on his wrist, which I appreciate. We talked about the waist already. You can see like this ball joint's a little loose, which is a little unfortunate, as well as the fit on his axe feels a little like you got to grip it a little low for it to be tight. Maybe if we go a little higher, is it better? It just like spins a little freely, which is annoying. He does have these other points to grab onto it though. He can almost do the full Van Damme, not quite. He can kick up plenty high though. He can kick back plenty far. He does have a nice deep knee bend. He does have thigh swivel as I get his freaking axe out of the way. And then he does have ankle tilt. So yeah, it's pretty standard articulation. I think it's just the fact that it is a fun design. And the transformation, like, it's a little fiddly. It's fiddlier going the other way, which I know I don't do in my videos. Just getting the cab closed up. You notice that there are a lot of like tabs and things here that you just got to get them lined up just right, which is a little annoying. But overall, I think he looks pretty dang cool. And if we compare him to our other Legacy United animated figures, or Legacy animated figures, here, like, he looks big and strong and menacing, maybe a little thicker. Like, I feel like the animated Optimus Prime design would have been slimmer, but it evokes the toy, at least, the old toy, that it is kind of squat and thick, and I like the way he looks. If we do want to compare him, we've got, animated, there we go, jackpot. Oh, that the axe is entirely covering up. Bring that over. So, here is how they look together. And obviously we've got Toxitron here. And once again, I think this is where I get to kind of this decision point on these toys. If you are an animated fan and you already have this animated Voyager Optimus mold, I don't know that this is doing anything better than the original toy. Unless you think like his aesthetics, like the fact that his chest is flatter and things like that looks better. I think I prefer this design to this one. He is a little taller, which is nice. But I think just in terms of like when I was transforming it and having fun with it, and the articulation is better over here. But I like this mold better. I like the fact that we have this mass that we can slide up and down. Like, that's really neat. I like his proportions. He's kind of stocky and stuff. But this guy costs $35. Obviously, this is a convention exclusive. But if we look at eBay sold prices for the animated Voyager 2007 Optimus Prime toy, that's going for around 50 to 60 bucks. Sometimes more expensive than that if it's in the box. So, is this toy worth almost twice the price of this? I'd say no. If you don't have an animated Optimus Prime and you want one, this is the cheaper option, and it does a lot of cool stuff, and it's fun. It's a little fiddly. It has some of the problems of modern Hasbro budget constraints, but it's still good, and it's $35. If you have animated Voyager Optimus already, and you want to check him out, sure, but otherwise, like, I don't think you're missing out on anything by skipping this guy. For me, I have this mold and I'm really happy with it. There we go. Okay, what I was saying about him being taller is absolutely incorrect. There we go. I was like, why does Toxitron look so stumpy? Oh, that's because I forgot to extend his thighs all the way. If you are comparing the two and you already have one, or you're fine spending the extra $15 to $25 to get this mold, I still recommend this one. It just feels heavier. It's nicer. I like the lines a lot better. These exaggerated animated lines. It feels like this is just missing a lot of that character. But it's still a really fun Voyager Optimus Prime, and it's a fun design, and I like the axe. There's things to like about it. So at 35 bucks, like, I'm not recommending this over any of the original Voyager Optimus Primes, but if you don't have one and you want one, this is the budget version, and it's pretty nice. That being said, I am already very happy with Toxitron, so we are going to do a giveaway for animated Voyager Optimus Prime. Last week, I talked about, what was your favorite animated episode. This time, I think I'm going to talk about what was your favorite old animated toy. For me, it's this. I think this just really did a great job to capture, like, it's fun to transform. I like his auto transformation gimmick, like where you release this lever and his legs like spin out and down. That's really cool. I like the way he uses springs in his legs. I just like this mold a lot. So my favorite is actually the Voyager Optimus Prime mold. But what's your favorite? Go down. If you haven't done one of my giveaways before, you go down in the comments. You answer the question of the day 1 week from today in the next video. So that is February 10th. I will be announcing the winner of this Voyager Optimus Prime, Legacy United Animated Universe Voyager Optimus Prime in the next review. Thanks everybody for watching. Catch you all on the next one. Bye.